Well, hello there, everybody. My name is Chris, and this is Savannah. We are the Rate the Record podcast, and this is episode 69. I don't appreciate your immaturity already. I know where this is coming from, and I would much rather appreciate that you take this show seriously.
69, dude.
Hell yeah, the sex number.
I am so on board with what you're saying.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That means I'm doing my job well.
Yeah. 69. We went far too long without a joke, so I had to.
I was trying to work one in somewhere, but I wanted to wait for the appropriate time. You literally just said it. It's not even a joke at this point. It's a statement. You heard it here first on Rate the Record, 69.
I mean business.
Just on your tombstone, it's gonna be like 69 in a quote, and that's all it's gonna be. It's gonna say people like, really? That's your last dying words to the world is 69. But
in like that gothic font.
But it's also just the numbers. It's not even the word.
And that's it. No name, no birthday, no death date, no nothing. Just 69. That's it. And everyone in the future will wonder, who is this mysterious body in the plot? Just says 69, but I'm plot 68 just to screw with them.
Yeah, but then you have all these like teenagers and trolls and everything like that come up and get photos with your grave because it's grave 69.
Yeah, doing that like Adidas tracksuit squat right in front of it.
What if people actually 69 on your grave?
Ew, no.
Yeah, hey, you can't stop it. You're dead.
No, I'm going to put those bird spikes on my plot so they can.
Hey, maybe there's freaks out there. You never know. People like usually hang themselves by chains out of their fucking backs, okay? People will lay on spikes.
Oh my God, fair.
So if you do like what you see in here today, make sure you hit like, subscribe, rate, comment, share, follow. All of those things really do help build the musical community that we are always trying to build. I mean, I don't think we've ever stopped, and at this point, I don't know if we can stop. I don't think we're legally obligated to continue at this point.
Well, yeah, like we've built 3 walls of the house. We're working on the 4th. Help us work on the 4th wall.
And then eventually a roof, probably a 2nd floor, maybe a shed.
Okay. Yeah, maybe a bathroom. Who knows?
Barbecue pit. Right where the bathroom is, just put the barbecue pit. Who cares?
Ew, the imagery.
I don't know what we're cooking in there. Something smells good and bad at the same time. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Nowhere.
You want to support the show, you can do that by doing all of those things, especially talking about like toilets and barbecues and everything like that. Support the show. And if you really like toilets and barbecue talk, by all means, you can support the show financially at ko-fi.com/rate the record. We'll rank the songs and then we rate the record.
We will rate the record. Boom, like the name of the show, Rate the Record.
Thank you for the clarification.
You're welcome.
See, you're good for something.
I felt, well, I'd like to think that I'm the looks and you're the TBD, to be determined.
That's fine, because that means I have enough time to build up whatever the hell I need to be.
Oh shit, I have to uphold my looks. All right, I really pigeonholed myself there. Crap.
Yeah, and the weirdest part is you're not starting today. Anyways, it's episode 65.
I walked right into that one.
Right into that fucking brick wall.
Oh my God. Okay, I am like 10% offended, 90% impressed. So, okay.
Oh, the fact that I had to. Like, it came out of nowhere. It's like, I got to use this.
All right, let's just move on. Let's just start the damn show.
But join the RTR Club, $5 a month. There's plenty of benefits. Go check it out. You can just check out the page for free. I mean, to see if it's something that you'd want to be up to. There are benefits. So yeah, go check it out. Completely optional. Podcast is always free, but hey, money's nice too.
Oh, hell yeah.
We are whores.
Yeah.
You literally nodded your head as soon as I said, don't even deny it.
Yeah, and then it clicked, and I was like, nah, I can't fight it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you already agreed. You can't fight off of this now. It's like someone watched you kill somebody, and then you drop the gun. It's like, who did this? Like, literally everyone sees you do it.
Blood dripping off my fingertips.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. The smoke is still coming out of the barrel. Regardless, we will take an album. We'll discuss it at length from front to back. Then we'll rank the songs, and then we rate the record.
How long was it going to take for you to get there?
That's how long it usually takes. That's nothing new.
Oh my God, I was too impatient. I was like, oh, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it right on cue, everything. And then I'm like, oh no, he's saying more. Oh no. Oh no, am I gonna forget my cue?
That's literally as long as it usually is. I think you just need to take your Ritalin and sit down.
If only.
Okay, you're already sitting down. Go lay down then. Take your Ritalin and lay down.
just flip myself back, just lay on the floor and do the show that way.
Go back really hard and you'll put your head through the wall. You got like a hole there. You're like, oh fuck, and then your coma's just like, oh, nap time.
My God, the clickbait title on the YouTube video for that would be fantastic.
Savannah falls into a coma nap. I'll strategically use the word nap.
Yes, with quotes, please, for emphasis. Let's move on.
I can dig it. So yes, episode 62, time to actually start talking about music and band and such. And today is my choice. And for the video viewers out there, ooh, I got something to show you. It's the vinyl copy of the Tea Party's 1997 album Transmission. The very first one I was introduced to from this band. Like I know, like, you know, Splendor Solace and Edges of Twilight. Were out by before that, but this was the one because I mean I remember being 8 years old and Temptation was on Much Music. It just debuted and that was badass and I loved it. So boom, that's how I fell in love with this little thing here. And to the video viewers, God, you got to see this vinyl. This is pretty. Look at that, like
blood red.
Yeah, I don't want to take it out too much because it's a pain in the ass to put back in.
That's like what is it? Like fruit punch red. Like the red food dye we were told not to have as children.
Yeah, so to anyone with pica, you could probably chew on this record thinking it's Jolly Ranchers.
Please don't do that.
No, I wouldn't recommend it, but at the same time, I'm not your parent, so hey, you'll learn lessons the hard way. You know what? We'll get to that when we get there.
We will get to it.
I have some words.
We will get to it.
All right, well, then we'll have to get to it eventually, but we got to do it by starting the album first. So let's do it. Song number 1, Bodhisattva, whatever.
Bodhisattva.
Bodhisattva. I can actually hear him singing in my head now too. Bodhisattva.
Yeah, it's the only way that I know how to pronounce it is just by listening to the song.
You know, when he says that in the song, like not in the very first line, but like a little later on in the chorus when he says it like once or twice, without reading the lyrics, I originally thought he was saying "What is up?" And I'm like, why is he saying it like this? I almost gave the song a 0 for that, and I was like, oh, it's another word. Okay, good. I thought he was being an idiot.
Oh, he's singing the title. Oh, okay.
What is up? What is up? It's like, what are you, fucking Italian or something? Jesus. Oh, great start to the album.
Oh my god. I'm just imagining that. Just like a super stereotypical Italian just doing that with the hand movement.
That's how he plays guitar with with his pick. He just takes that and just like that. It's like, wow, that's gonna make your wrist really tired.
Oh my lord.
So I had to hold that up to the camera so it didn't look good.
Thank you. There's 2 songs that I don't know if maybe my brain is filling in what I want to hear or if they actually have something minimal during the chorus that prompts me to think the way that I do. But yeah, there's 2 songs nearing the end of the album that I'm like, I really wish that I heard a little bit of screaming or just a raise in pitch. I don't know, raise in voice.
No, yeah, I got you. Yeah. As I said, there was ideas that I had like that like later in the album too.
You know, the more we do this show, the more I think I would make a good music producer. I am very judgmental and opinionated.
And you look at like a preamp and you're just like, where's the 90s knob?
That's the only one that goes to 11. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, it goes to 10. You're like, no, 11, and you literally break it off. You're like, that's rock and roll, and the band just stares at you like, what the fuck? That's expensive.
We're renting that. What are you doing?
Now we gotta buy it, you actual bitch. Savannah.
Oh my god. The idea is funny. The reality is tragic.
And at least it'll never happen, so you can just laugh at it regardless.
This is true. I have 2 points for this, and that's it.
Okay.
1, I can hear so many missed production opportunities to just make this a little more interesting. Like there are little things that I can hear that I'm like, oh, I would have put something here, something there. And I am not a production person at all, but if I can hear it, I feel like it was a missed opportunity. And 2, it didn't really stand out much in a sea of like sounds. Kind of what you were saying about a couple songs previous. This this is where I'm starting to feel it.
Can we do a live bit and hire the Arkells where you're in the studio with them trying to direct them on how to make their next album, please?
I've never listened to them before, so yeah.
Neither have I, but because they're from Hamilton, maybe they'd be down to help Hamilton creators. So I'm just like, we just need like you guys in the studio for a whole day. We'll just shoot a bunch of content where you're telling them how to make the album, and then
oh my God.
And then at the end of it all, we actually need a produced song by you, by the band, and whatever you wanted to have happen has to happen.
Oh my God.
Arkells, are you listening? Please reach out to us.
That would be awesome. 2, I just imagined it some sort of gag video where they're listening to me, but then it's more comedy than anything.
I was going to say, can you also have Rick Rubin's giant bald spot and huge beard? You have to be dressed like Rick Rubin, please.
I will say that if we can get the Arkells to let me tell them what to do, I will shave my entire head and slap on a pube beard.
I have connections, so we will see.
Oh, really? All right, well, you got to be there too, because I would be far too nervous.
I'd be the one recording it all on camera. I wouldn't actually be there. You'd have to take the lead. You're the producer. You have to direct the band.
Oh God, that's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but if we explain the bit to them, then they won't care. They'll be in on it.
That's true. That's true. Oh my God, am I gonna get money from this? This is great.
Oh, we're not gonna get paid, but we'll get plenty of exposure because it's the Arkells. That's right. We're whoring ourselves out to the Arkells for exposure.
Fantastic.
So yeah, it was a mixed bag going into this one. I was like, what the hell am I gonna think of this? And so,
well, you should just be thankful I didn't pick a Yoko Ono album. So.
Well, let's not pretend that we're not like 2 or 3 months away from another album that I'm just so excited about. Okay, so yeah, if anyone's wondering, the album I've referenced in season 3, if you've been around this long, that we're going to be doing an album that Savannah chose soon. That's just, I'm not looking forward to it. Today's not that, obviously, but it's coming in a couple months.
It's not that bad. I mean, I've listened to half of it. And
you and I have different musical tastes.
I know. You're a bottle of wine. I am a box.
Okay,
like,
so
wine.
You're too fucking much, is what you are.
I mean, again, not wrong.
See, I'm getting this psychological thing down to a T at this point.
I literally have nothing else. Oh, we're doing another chorus, okay?
I felt that for a couple of tracks on this album.
Cool. But I like this one. This one I find really catchy, and if I could squat and kick, damn right I would.
I miss the days when my legs worked like that.
Oh, mine never have.
I feel like
I get a cramp in my thigh immediately.
I feel like at one point in my life I could probably do that, but like, oh my God, it's just, I have a hard enough time now. Like when you pull up your ankle to your butt because you're stretching your thigh, you're just doing that like leg stretch. I have a hard time doing that now, let alone squatting like more than 90 degrees and then just doing like this shuffle kick dance.
You know, what is the percentage when you squat down to the floor that you have to put your hand on something to help you stand up? Is that like 100 or 50?
Oh, I fucking don't know.
Oh, mine's like 100 now. It is terrible. I'm always looking for something or asking someone to hold my hand as I stand up. I'm like, I am not old enough to deal with this right now.
I still have enough power in my legs that I can squat properly, but just to do that though, probably not. Dang,
gotta learn. That'll be a Kofi video, learning how to squat and kick.
Yeah, work out with a couple of elder millennials. That'll be the bonus video on Kofi. Just watch us suffer for 10 minutes.
Ends up sitting on the couch drinking beer, and you're like, that's it. That's all we're doing.
Oh yeah, I won't even have a Gatorade. I'll just have beer with me. It's like, that's just the way it is. Take a breather from taking a breather. The only part of this song I've ever come back to, it's usually in a joking way, and like it's like one of the first lines when I think it's in the way that he sings it too. It's very like nasally. It's like stuck inside forever.
Yeah.
And like I will sing that and nothing else just because like it's like a fucking stim or something. Like I'll say that out of nowhere because it's funny in my head.
Oh yeah, I'll whistle the guitar lines, so I definitely understand that. But that nasally,
which one? There's like fucking tons of them because it's 3 different songs. Like the first part.
Sometimes it's the beginning where it's just like I can't even do it. I can't because you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it in audio. It's just gonna sound like We're gonna be like, bitch can't whistle.
I remember that part where the album just gave out.
Any memorable guitar line, I will whistle. But your nasally Paul McCartney voice reminds me of his Christmas offering.
We don't talk about that. We don't ever discuss that under any fucking context. Song. I will end this call immediately. This episode will not go out. We are done talking about fucking wonderful ass Christmas time.
I like that song.
That and ruins Christmas.
David Bowie and Bing Crosby. I like that.
I can deal with them doing Little Drummer Boy. That's fine. Yeah. But Wonderful Christmas Time is actually universally said to be one of the worst Christmas songs of all time. And I couldn't agree more. Whoever came up with that theory first, I will suck their dick because they're so right about it. Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
I like that song.
I bet you do.
Well, that's what makes our dynamic so contentious.
I'm willing to suck a dick for someone who hates a song, and you're just like, I like this. That's our fucking dynamic. That's how this works.
My last note definitely piggybacks on your last one. The song didn't even give me enough time. I need more time.
I don't know. It was good and fast and everything like that. It was energetic, heavy, and like by the time it was done, I was just like, served. I'm done.
Yeah. It's a meal of appropriate size.
Yeah, it's like a to-go snack. It's like kind of like you buy like a small wrap and then you just kind of go out. You can eat it with one hand as you're walking. You know, like it's one of those type of deals.
Fair enough.
Why do our analogies always come down to like food and stuff? Why did it always have to be like this?
I have no idea. I like food and I eat everything. You can't eat anything, so that's probably why.
Hey, that's not true. I can eat things.
I can eat a crown of broccoli. Thank you.
That's fine. Dip it in a little ranch sauce. I'm good to go.
Mm-hmm. Yummy.
Alrighty then. See all of our food analogies. Anyone out there, please make a compilation of all the times we've ever mentioned food and just call us a bunch of pigs or something like that. It'll work. I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
I guess I will, as long as it's in good humor.
Talking about food again, you better sound the alarm. Song number 5. Alarm. I like that. I like it.
That, like, I wish you would have said it with like a southern twang. Ring the alarm.
I think a lot of the best deliveries to jokes, especially deadpan like that, are like in the style of Stephen Wright, who is just like the most deadpan, like no-toned comedian ever, and it just always hits. Somehow it always works.
I did note that I did like that the guitar fades out at the end to let the piano sort of finish the track, but I think it would have sounded nicer if it was just the piano. I feel like the guitar kind of went on a little long in comparison to how long the solo piano was. I don't know. It seemed like it was just grasping on, and they're like, no, like turn down your amp. And he's like, no, I gotta keep going. So that was kind of noticeable. I still gave it 4 apples out of 5 oranges though. So
it's a lot of fruit.
It is.
I'm diabetic. I can't have that much in a day. Everything sucks.
I give it
5 sugar-free apples. Like, does that exist?
I was gonna say 4 loaves of bread, and I was like, "Shit, I'm going the wrong way."
I'm also celiac, you bitch. Leave my digestive tract alone. It's already dealt with some shit, no pun intended, over the last couple of years.
Oh my god! You know what? I'm just gonna shut up and just wait till the next song.
Yeah, clever transition, pun, haha, funny gyroscope. Song number 4. I don't know how the hell my brain's spinning like a gyroscope. I don't fucking know.
It sounds like there are wood blocks here. I don't know if that's the keyboard or actual wood blocks. Probably not. But it's just so funky and just so nice and pleasing to hear. I find myself shoulder dancing to the bass. It's just.
So you started with your butt, now you're going to the chest. Like, this is just...
We're building up to a full body Elaine dance. I'm telling you.
That's when you know things have gone wrong, though.
Oh, we're getting there. Oh, we are so getting there.
Settle down. We still have a podcast to get through.
I can't.
If you actually hurt yourself during the podcast, I will continue without you, and your score will be irrelevant.
I'm like stuck at a 90-degree. I'm like, I am in so much pain.
I hope that if you hurt yourself, that's really dark to say, but if you do, I hope you can hear the snap of a bone or like some sort of crink, so that way I can like amplify your volume and you can hear just.
That's terrible. How it happened was kind of like that. I'm laying in bed and, I'm trying to imagine my head sort of on a string is being pulled. My legs are being stretched. I'm like, I'm going to stretch my back. And then my back cracked. And then all it was, oh, fuck. Oh, that hurt. That hurt so much.
A solid 20 seconds of like, don't move.
Yeah. Well, like for work, I spend 8 hours walking on a cement floor. So, I mean, that's terrible to begin with.
Orthopedic shoes. Jesus.
Oh, my God. Well, I have to wear steel toes. I'm not divulging where I work, but I have to wear shitty steel toes. A place that
requires steel toe shoes.
Yeah, I work in like a warehouse, but yeah, no, it sucks. I'm old, and no, my bones will not break for your enjoyment. I will break them in the privacy of my own home by myself. Thank you.
But what if it means we actually get like paid to do this podcast? People want to hear you break your bones.
$200, and I'll purposely break my own back.
I'm just like, hey, check this out, and twist my finger the wrong way. It's just like, money, please. Ow, ow.
That's some dark web shit.
Hell yeah.
I'll cut my own arm off for $5,000.
Oh, I'm not losing a limb. I'm just willing to break them. That's all. The hand has a lot of bones in it. Just saying that. So
I've broken my foot. I know.
For every $100 donated in the chat that we clearly do not have, I'll break a single bone in my hand. Want me to break all the bones in my hand? Start donating that cash quickly.
All that money is just to supplement you being off work.
That's fine. Then I just have to sit down with a sore hand for a while.
Oh my God. I'm so grossed out. Anyways, my last point, 8 out of 10 danceable if you really try. This is like super welcome and really nice. I really like how smooth his voice is, and the slower tempo lends itself well to the more sort of melodic and purposeful vocals.
What's your danceability score?
8 out of 10 danceability, but only slow dancing or at a wedding.
I just imagine, like you said, you tend to clean a lot while listening to the albums. Like you're in the kitchen, like doing dishes, something like that, and then just like you're kind of listening to swing slow, and then you put your arms on like your biceps like this, and you're just like
seeing my own face.
You're just kind of like imagining a warm moment, but then you realize you're in the kitchen, like one of those like fucking Swiffer commercials. Exactly. So imagine me with a broom, and I was dancing like I'm singing into the broom, and I'm sort of dancing like a worm moves on the ground. That's how I was dancing. I'm just imagining you on the ground squirming, and then your partner comes in screaming because he thinks there's something wrong. You're doing that squirming thing again. What do you mean again?
You're recording tonight, aren't you? Yes.
Maybe. As a matter of fact, like System Blower, when I first heard this album, was the one that really caught my attention. I don't know, there was something about that I just liked a lot, and it might be because of the verses and just like that dan 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 of the piano. Like I really like it. Mm-hmm. I like the noisy transition points as well. It kind of gives you something different to take in, since the beat is like a little more minimal in this track, not including the random noises interjected throughout the entire verse. But I mean, like, I don't know, the noisy portions in between are definitely something that will catch your attention and let you know it's like, okay, that portion's done, let's move on now. So I don't know, this one kind of moves you in many different directions. So I guess the length of the song is kind of okay in that regard, but yes, it did stretch a bit.
Yeah, I literally have nothing else other than good job on your review, Chris. Proud of you.
I'm doing it.
Yeah. Nice.
It's like if you're pushing me and I was like riding a 2-wheel bike for the first time, and then I'm just like, you can let go, and the second you do, I'm just like, don't let go.
Let me go, and then you just fall off to your side. You're still pedaling on the ground.
See, I imagine like the second you let go, my bike falls over and then I just explode. And the bike bursts into flames. And
all that is left, like your remains are gone, but it's just the charred area on the ground, and that's it. Yay.
The instrumentals and beat, they're all fine. I like that. But let's be real. Earlier I mentioned like there's like handing off the mic to producer, and like I said, one of the songs were pretty bad for it. Yeah. This is that song. The first verse is complete ass. It's like some of the worst rapping on this entire fucking album. But I will, another line that just, it made me laugh despite of how shitty it is. Losers, check your tutors while I suck on your girl's hooters. That's a real line that was wrapped in this album. It's so bad that my brain wanted to disassemble itself. Like, oh my fucking God. Are you looking it up right now?
No, I'm looking up how old they were when they wrote this. So
that might have been Diamond D, though. I think that's because the lyrics said, like, whoever wrote it said Wyclef was doing that one. It didn't sound like him, though. So I'm thinking it was that Diamond D guy because he's got the feature on this one.
Okay, so he would have, when this album was released, because I don't know when it was written, when this album was released, that Diamond D guy was 25. So no, not 25. I can't count. 26? No, this is 96. 27.
Jeez.
Final answer.
He's still a little up there. But then again, here I am in my like mid 30s, like cracking jokes about 69, haha, nice. But just, oh my God, like... Talk about a stretch for a rhyme. Losers, check your tutors while I'm sucking on your girl's hooters. Like, God, he must have sat there all night, like losing sleep trying to write that rhyme.
So I bet it was based around him learning that butts are tutors, because I can just imagine that he means watch your asses, right?
I didn't even think about that. Oh my God.
So I'm sure somebody said like, tutor, and he was like, oh.
And actually, now that you've mentioned it, when I did look at the lyrics and the ones I have quoted here, it is spelled Tooters. Yeah. It's not even the right way. It's not Tuitors.
Yeah. See?
Tutors and hooters.
Yeah.
Ass and titties. Yeah. The ground foundation of hip hop.
Of course. Of course. No bitches, no cars, but butts and ass. TNA. There you go.
But I don't know if you noticed. Did you notice the quiet layer of birds tweeting in the background?
I think I did, but I also listened to this with headphones with my window open, so I could have mistaken it.
Very easy to do.
Actually outside.
Somehow the birds tweeting are very iconic to longtime fans, and I don't know why. But it's
will just latch on to anything, eh?
I guess so. We're just desperate for Trent's music, I guess. That's how it
Feed
works.
me, daddy, please.
Daddy Trent, daddy.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I'm the only person who have ever said that.
But it kind of feels like it was running off of a song before it, but it's the album opener. So it's kind of like, did I miss something? So that's how I felt, and I don't have much more for that one.
Slight spoiler alert, that's exactly how I feel about the end of the album, too.
Yeah.
Just before we move on to the next song, I really want to just... The last note I just read about not being the most exciting album, you can tell what kind of week I'm having. Not only did I not write the description for the Sloan episode this week, this is literally the last note. I'm going to read it verbatim. Probably not the most exciting open to an album, but... That's it. Well, I stopped at the word but.
There were words there.
Maybe in my mind there were there's another sentence or two, but.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, Lisa, I'm so sorry. I'm very, very sorry that as unprofessional as we always are, this is the least professional episode I think I've ever done.
I specifically enjoy the bass and drums together. I do think they mesh very well. I couldn't really hear the bass during some parts, but I know that it was following the drums, and I don't know, I just think it sounds pretty decent. And I like that the fiddle comes out to play again and how subdued it is. Because I imagine that whoever's playing it is like, okay, give me a solo. And they're like, yeah, just a little later in the song. Okay, am I going to get my solo now? Yeah, a little later in the song, then the song ends. So they did them an injustice.
They got you good, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Sounds good, though. I like it.
Yeah, this feels like a folky party song.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's one of the best ways I can describe it. So it's it's the kind of song where a dude with an acoustic guitar will come out and play during a somewhat chill house party that's also just on the beach. So it's that kind of vibe. And yeah, this is the kind of song where he come out and start singing that, and people be like, "Oh yeah, Jerry's over there doing his thing."
Yeah, I can relate to this because I can relate to this because I'm drinking too.
I have a cup of alcohol.
Exactly.
And I like when whatever, I'm done with this fucking bit anyways.
Yeah, we're done. That's it. I'm done.
Even when I'm done a bit, I'll just fucking aggressively cut myself off. but never with Bob Dylan. Anyways, I I know how much you hate it. That's why I keep doing
I feel like one of these shows, it's going to show me and then you on camera, and you're going to do the Bob Dylan thing, and then I'm going to disappear off my camera, show up on yours, and fucking strangle you from behind.
I'd be more impressed with your speed of getting here, considering how far away we are.
I'll be there in a half hour.
Yeah, that seems more suiting.
I imagine, now I don't know if my description is going to be like, if it's going to paint the picture that I want it to, but it kind of reminds me of like this weird thing, like it appears as human down a hallway, but it's like crawling, and its back legs are like crawling in front of, I don't know how to describe that other than it's just some weird, it kind of looks like Voldemort, but like without clothes on, and he's like crawling down a hallway whispering at you, and it just makes me uncomfortable but like intrigued.
Just when you say that, because now I'm just thinking of Voldemort, and I'm just imagining this weird creature crawling down the hallway, and he's like, like he does that fucking weird laugh thing he does in the Deathly Hallows. Harry Potter's dead.
I've watched 2.5 Harry Potter movies, so I might be inaccurate here.
Okay, so you haven't heard
I've
like
seen the first two.
Oh, because like in Deathly Hallows, well, spoiler alert, Harry Potter's not dead, but he thinks that he killed him, and he's telling everyone at Hogwarts, Harry Potter's dead. It's like the dumbest thing.
It's like one of those like what is it? Why can I not think of what it is? It's not dementia. It starts with an A, and it's for some reason the word Asperger's is coming to my head. Amnesia? No, where it's like they start to forget who you are and they forget things.
Amnesia. You said it starts with an A.
No, something else. It's like a disease in your brain when you get older.
Dementia.
No, it's something else.
Alzheimer's.
That's it.
It's kind of like along the same thing as like dementia, though.
Yeah. I just imagine somebody with Alzheimer's running down the hallway of a school where there's children, and he's clearly older, and he's walking around in a robe just yelling, Harry Potter's dead! And everyone's like, and she's like, Voldemort's off his meds again. And they just kind of slowly shut the classroom doors while he's running down the hallway.
Old man Voldemort just breaks into a classroom. Oh my god, who the hell are you? And he's like, Nagini, is dinner time. It's just like, what? They call the principal real quick.
I'm very glad that you played along with my my imagery, because that is fucking perfect.
Because there's so many things he says that I just laugh at every time I hear. He's supposed to be this big, scary, intimidating character. And Nagini, my beautiful snake.
I don't know enough to laugh at that, but I do imagine Voldemort trying to sit with the rest of like the students and going, pass me the peaches, and just eats like cut up peaches out of a bowl.
I just imagine him like specifically traumatizing one boy in that class where he points to him, he's like, the boy that lived. And the kid's just like, me?
And then he takes his tray and goes to sit somewhere else.
And then he's just like, oh, Cadabra! And then he just falls to the ground, just spasming. It's just like, wow, this guy is like the ultimate ruler, is he? Shout out to all the Harry Potter fans.
Oh my god.
Hope you're enjoying my depiction of senile, dementia-riddled Voldemort.
And then watch. In 6 months, you're gonna find a porn that's that to the T.
Dementia-riddled Voldemort getting fucked in all of his snake holes. I would love that. I'd watch it. Nagini, you must vor me. And then it looks like the Ouroboros in his stomach. It does that like X-ray thing where you can see it's like some big infinite snake in his stomach. I like vor. First off, this follows the energy behind Jet. I'm like, okay, this great job. I mean, good choice on album placement, I suppose, if you really want me to say something nice, although I don't mean that in the slightest.
I'm only going to interject when you say something that I already have. Jesus Christ, could they have pulled the brakes anymore? So I agree.
Do you have anything to say about the lyrics by chance?
I do not, please.
Okay, which is funny because with you and repetition of the courses, I thought you would have. So This one's gonna be a little lengthy, but I had to do this. I haven't done anything like this since Hedgehog Facts, but the idea is, though, this is relevant to what we're talking about, though. This is relevant to the song, unlike fucking Hedgehog.
Oh Lord, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, people go watch Brooks and Dunn. That was a weird but funny episode. So lyrically, this song feels very uninspired to me, like super uninspired. And every time I've heard the song, I own the vinyl. I've heard it more than once. I know what the fuck this song is.
Yeah.
But every time I've heard it, it's just like, I don't know. It feels like he didn't even try with the lyrics, and I don't know how much of a hand Linda had in it.
Yeah.
Because I know that sometimes he shared the writing duties with her, but like, this feels like crap. Like, and so I did some math because I was like, he sure says Bluebird a lot in this song, and there's websites that show this too. I wish I wrote down the website so I can call it out. Maybe I'll do it like in the description if I remember to. But regardless, I did some math on how many times the word Bluebird appears in this song. So Bluebird, as one word, takes up 36% of all words in the song. That's 47 instances out of 229. But here's some more stats for you. The second most prominent word is yeah, with 18 instances. That's 14% of the song. Then the words ah and ha both have 9 instances, putting them both at 7%. That's your song. Like, just filler terms in the same fucking refrain take up the entire song.
I am ashamed that I did not notice that or care to put that much arithmetic work into proving a point.
Oh, I really wanted to because it was bothering me that much. I was about to do the math myself. I was literally gonna like type out the lyrics, look at them all, and like separate them. And then I found a website that does that for me. I'm like, perfect, thank you.
Really? Interesting.
Ooh. But yeah, just this song is another great, like, really hard beat that just kind of brings so much fun and intensity. Because, like, yeah, this one you said you can bob your head a little bit. Mm-hmm. I can hear it in my head right now, so I'm just kind of bobbing on the beat. And just like it's something about like just the constant like kick snare, kick snare, and like then you have like the synth on top of that. So I really like that.
Yeah, that was it. I was just gonna make a joke about you bobbing your head and that you're the one hamster in there is just going back and forth.
Now you see, there's a website you can go to where I do this for money. So,
oh my god, I'll have to show my feet as well. Huh.
I thought you were gonna say that you're gonna subscribe. I'm gonna be like, finally, somebody.
Oh no! I mean, you got to keep something for the other ladies, right?
Okay, well, you can just subscribe, but you don't have to watch. You can just support.
No, come on. Like, if I'm gonna subscribe, I'm gonna get my money's worth. Come on now.
You see me once a week at least, so I mean, like, you're fine. You're paying to see me on Rate the Record.
This hasn't taken a 90-degree turn. I think it's taken a complete 180, and I would like to leave.
I'm gonna do a 360 and walk away.
It's so funny when people say that. They're so stupid.
The only other points I have for this one, this one's got like lighter percussion in it too. Maybe like at this point in the album, I was willing to say that it was the smoothest song on the track list so far. So that was nice. Here's some imagery for you. I wrote verbatim. This is a peaceful time floating in the water at the beach with the sun beaming down on you. That's kind of what I got from this one.
I like that.
You're kind of like in a floaty tube, but there's not a lot of people around the beach, so you're just kind of floating out there. Nice breeze. You're not hearing traffic or idiot kids or anything like that. You just the sun's down. You got your sunglasses on. Good times. Good times.
And you hear a jet ski with some Chad yelling, "Get out the way!"
See, that would ruin my illusion. That'd be like suddenly throwing like the locust into the middle of this.
He like splashes you on your dinghy.
I'm not on a dinghy. I'm on a float tube. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, a float tube that looks like a unicorn.
Sure, why not? I'll take that. I do not have enough money for a dinghy.
Oh my god.
My ding-a-ling, my ding. Okay. Where's this podcast going?
I have no idea, but I'm starting to think we should stop drinking while we record.
Hell no. I've drunk. Jesus Christ! I can speak apparently. And it's funny. This is the only beer I've had all day. Like,
I'm sure it has.
I've been working a lot today. I've been busy. Oh God, I don't even know what I was going to say now. If it was about my dingling, I don't really care. So the only other note I have, just before we move on though, because I mean, like again, still talk about Band on the Run. I want to talk about the album cover real quick since we're on the title track. This thing has always bothered me. Like, listen, I get the concept behind it. By the way, audio listeners, I know I'm going to try to describe it best I can, but you can just Google a picture and follow along or something along the lines of that, or maybe you know what it looks like. So I'm showing it off to the camera right now. I mean, you can see Paul McCartney there. That's just keeping that in mind. I'm assuming that's Linda, but I can't even be certain. But okay, Paul's the only one, and also this dude in the back here, just behind him, peeking his head out, are the only two like really giving a shit about this photo opportunity. Okay, so first off, I want to talk about Mr. Tada over here. Clearly, like, is he 10 feet tall, or is he standing on the only box they found in this alleyway? This is the weirdest fucking thing.
They needed to fill out the spotlight, so they needed him taller.
So they like he's I love the idea that he's 8 feet tall.
like, hello, cab, ignore these peons. Come get me.
Also ignore the police chasing us, apparently. Yeah. This guy's clearly just trying to leave. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. So he's trying to get the hell out of there.
My rate goes higher if I'm here longer than 2 hours. Can I go, please?
Ignore literally everyone else on this cover. I'm talking about finger guns over here. What the fuck is he doing and why? Like, okay, so like I get it. You're on the run. Ooh, freeze, cough. Like you could like this is the dumbest pantomime bullshit you could do. And I hate that it's in the shadow. I just noticed that and I fucking hate that even more. Okay, but like this is the dumbest idea. I this album cover bothers me.
Okay, but that guy, the guy with the finger guns, he has the guy next to him pulling on his jacket like, no, don't go towards them. So what I think it is I think the guy was selling like counterfeit items through his jacket, right? So when the cops found him, the other guy was like, man, hide your goods, and then pulled his jacket closed. And then the guy was like, why? Because of the cops? And then the cops ended up shooting them all. They're all dead now.
Yeah, because the finger guns couldn't fire back.
Exactly.
You can learn a finger.
That, or the cops were so intimidated, they were like, oh my God, he's got a gun. And then completely just annihilated all, 8 of them?
He could have learned a thing or two from an American. Haha, American joke. Sorry, American listeners, but you know I'm right.
That's really where all that was going, yeah.
But I think the thing I like even more about this like/hate is if you look at finger guns, he's the only one smiling. Everyone else looks genuinely concerned, except Baldy over here, who just like, he's like, when's lunch? When do we get break? But like fucking finger guns is actually smiling. He's like barely too. He's kind of like, he's proud of what he's doing, but only kind of.
Okay, fair enough. I can definitely relate. Maybe not as much to this song, but definitely can relate to that.
Fair enough. So I guess we'll just move on because apparently there's so many fucking tracks left.
Yeah, and I said, fuck that.
Song number 11.
Yeah, I had to get in there somewhere.
Don't want a single say fuck that. Fuck that.
You know what? When I was younger, I was like, I don't like Korn because, like, nu metal to me.
I just muted Savannah. We don't need to talk about that garbage ass song.
You know what? Across the screen is you have been muted. I'm like, I swear to God, you just knocked your camera over.
That's fine.
Anyways, we're just going to talk about this.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about the bullshit Korn song.
Whatever. I actually like that one. I'm thinking more beat, but my last point, 10 out of 10 danceable and a pair of 6-inch stilettos.
Yeah, I guess you would have a danceable score for at least some of the tracks on this album.
Almost all of them, if not all of them, yes.
You get a 10 out of 10 danceable on something I can never have.
We'll see.
Slowest torque of your life.
Oh my God. You're like, my back hurts. Can I stop, please?
Yeah, even if, when I bend over to pick something up, it hurts. I'm twerking. This is even worse.
God.
To tell you that I was in shape, it would just be a fucking terrible lie. Song number 2, Terrible Lie.
That was a good segue.
Because we're old and it works. Yeah, I do kind of like this one as an ender, although it's technically not an ender. But I mean, like, it's damn close enough. It feels different enough from everything else on the album that it's just like easier to tell where you are on the track list.
Yes.
So there's that much to appreciate. And so just before we switch over to the next song, because I'm pretty sure we're both done our notes, I have one more, and it has to do with comments on a lyric page. So
yes.
I haven't done this since No Doubt. And by the way, if, episode 47, or just even watch the best of season 3, I'm going to go ahead and promote that because the No Doubt comment thing was fucking hilarious. So I was looking up this one because I wanted to confirm it was Wyclef Jean singing. Like, I already had a good idea that it was, but like sometimes when you look at the lyrics, it tells you who's like rapping or singing or doing whatever. And yeah, confirm that. That's fine. But then I'm scrolling down this page here. And on the video version, I will put it up on the screen, but audio people, you can listen along. So there's 2 comments. One of them is practically a paragraph, a very like meaningful comment, but then the second one is what gets you.
Okay.
So the first one is just, as much as I love Marley, I've always felt the Fugees took the song to another level. I felt it in my heart more. And quote, and little Georgie would make the firelight as stolen cars passed through the night, and then we'd hit the corner store for roots paper and brew, my drinks my only remedy for pain of losing my family, unquote. That verse is heartbreaking. The way the band eases off, leaving the low end of the bass to punctuate the sadness in Wyclef's voice as he sings the quote, my drinks line, chills and tears. So very thoughtful comment there, very well thought.
Yeah.
Second comment, wowzers, I just made a mess of my trousers. And that goes on with the shit theme from the beginning, doesn't it?
That had to be the most insightful and university educated comment I've ever heard.
Those comments are separated by a year. The first comment has 20 upvotes, and that one has 10 downvotes.
Of course.
Yeah, ew. Number 1, Thriller. I mean, I made that very obvious a while ago.
It's Human Nature. I like that song a lot.
And I'm not sorry.
Not that one. Please fucking get me out of this podcast. Please save me.
Oops, I didn't know we're gonna talk about sex. What was I thinking?
Wait, is that the video where it looks like a Hollywood Squares?
Kind of. It's like a futuristic, like, weird, gothic, cyber goth, like fucking white boxes and
yeah. So like they're dancing in Hollywood Squares and banging on the walls and stuff.
That's their analogy for actually banging each other.
I remember watching that video when I was younger, and it was one of those ones where it's like, I will get grounded if someone sees me watching this.
And you were young enough to not understand the feminist message, so you're like, why is she being so mean?
Yeah, right?
Like, I don't get it.
Why is she being so rude about things? Looking forward at our album list off the top of my head, I don't know what else is going to touch that. But then again, I say that all the time. Every time a new album hits at number 1, it's like, nothing's going to top that. Nothing's going to top that. I honestly don't know that. We will see. I'll be pleasantly surprised one day.
Bruce Springsteen.
Not as long as I'm rating it.
Born to Run.
Listen, I won't D-tier it or anything, but it's definitely not going to get like an A+ tier out of me.
Billy Joel.
That's going to get a D tier out of me. Fuck Billy Joel. Holy shit. You still rock and roll to me. Go to hell, old man. Fuck you, throwing rocks and glass houses, that's bullshit, whatever. Anyways, that's the end of the episode while Savannah's dying. That's the curse killing her right there. So thank you very much for joining us on today's episode of Rate the Record, where you got to witness a brand new number 1. Oh, you're just dying over there. Your face is beat ass red. Your face is the same color as the flowers on the wall. Oh man, you are just gone.
I didn't expect someone to hurts him.
I fucking hate. Go ahead, choose Billy Joel. I double dog dare you.
Oh my god! I don't have a choice for my birthday, so I might.
Like, even Piano Man is like not even like, that's like B- to me. That song is overdone, and just leave me alone.
Oh, this is fantastic. This
folky ass loser, old man piece of shit. Get out of here.
That's how I feel about Bob Dylan.
He does it better. Anyways, we're not talking about either one of these old men. We're talking about these other men in the Mars Volta and how they topped our list. So if you made it part of the episode and you get to the laughing fits, apparently. We went to the episode scared, but now we're just laughing ourselves out.